Hey educators, if you're looking for a great way to engage and interact with your students, I have a great way. In this video, I want to show you how to make interactive videos for your students using Nearpod. Let's get started. So here I am in my Nearpod Dashboard, otherwise known as my library in Nearpod. Right now I have one lesson, but what I want to show you, and this is really great for engaging students and making sure they're interacting with your content, is to create a video. Nearpod videos nowadays do what Edpuzzle used to do, which is to allow you, the teacher, to embed questions and media into the video so that when it comes to certain parts of the video, you can put in questions that your students will automatically have to respond to, and then you can assess in real time whether or not students are engaging in the content, what students know. So it's a great way to check for understanding. If I go back to my Nearpod library, the way to create a video is to go to Create, Videos, and then that brings you into what looks to be another library. But really what this is it's asking you which video you want to use. You can search the Nearpod video library. You could search YouTube by typing in this search bar. You can upload a video that's already stored either on your device or in any of the cloud storage options such as Google Drive, Dropbox, or Microsoft OneDrive. And if you already have uploaded videos, they're going to live here where it says My Videos. Now for this tutorial, what I'd like to do is conduct a lesson on the elements of plot, or in other words, story elements. So I'm going to search for a YouTube video on story elements, and I find here that here's a really great one by the Khan Academy. So I click the video that I want to use from YouTube, and I'm going to hit save. Now here is the Khan Academy video on the elements of a story. As I play through the video, each time I want to add an activity, I'm going to pause the video and click the blue button that says Add Activity At and what time I want to add it to. So let's say I already want to pause the video after just 4 seconds and I want to ask my class a question. I'm going to click the Add Activity button, and here I would like to ask an open-ended question. You see that I also have the option to add a multiple choice question, but for now I want to add an open-ended question. And I'm going to ask my class to activate their learning here. Why might the map look like a mountain? Once I have my question, I hit save, and as you can see, that question has now been embedded into the video at the 4-second mark. As I continue watching the video, I can always add more activities as I go. Here at 45 seconds, the video introduces the story element or plot element of exposition. So maybe I ask another open-ended question. What is the exposition? I hit save, and now that question has been embedded into the video as noted by the big blue dot on the timeline for the video. So as I add more activities or more questions into the video, you'll see more and more of these blue dots. The blue dots represent the time in the video in which those questions have been embedded. And anytime the student is watching the video, when they hit that blue dot as they're watching, the video will stop and the students will be forced to respond to the activity that you've embedded. For now, I'm going to stop it at the 45-second mark with just those two activities embedded, but I'm going to hit save, so that I can add this to a lesson. In my Nearpod library, I already have a lesson called plot development that I'm going to add it to. Now, you don't have to add videos to lessons. You can actually keep them as standalone activities and launch it either as a live participation lesson or as a student-paced lessons for students to go at their own pace. But here in this video, I'm going to show you how you can actually add a video to a lesson that either you've created already or you've grabbed from the Nearpod library. If I have this lesson in my Nearpod library or in my library, I'm going to click the Edit button. I'm going to add a slide and add the content here called video. This video will actually live now in the section called My Videos, and you can see it here called the Elements of a Story. I click that, and there it is. You can see still the 2 dots for the 2 activities that I've embedded into this, the 2 open-ended questions. And once I'm sure that this is the video I want to add, I hit Save. Now I'm back in the plot development lesson, and I see my video down here as the last slide in the lesson. If I want to reorder the slides, or let's say I want to take this video and move it to the very beginning of my lesson, I do it by clicking and dragging it to the area that I want it to go. So I'll add it after the title slide, where it'll be the plot development slide, and then straight into the video. Once I've edited the lesson the way I want it, I hit Save and Exit. And now as I'm back in my library, I can see that this lesson is ready to go. And of course, I can launch it at any time as a live participation lesson, or again, as a student-paced lesson. There you go. That's how to create a really great interactive video using Nearpod, and how to add that video either as a standalone activity or to a pre-existing Nearpod lesson that you've made or that you found in the Nearpod library. I hope you enjoyed this video. Keep tuning in for more ways to engage your students and to really drive innovative instruction in your classroom.